another Cumbrian kitchen show filmed at the historic Muncaster Castle. And in honour of Mother's Day coming up and Easter, today's show is going to be all about sweetie things. So if you're all on a diet, like myself, please look away now. I've got a fantastic guest today. Lynne, who runs Country Puddings near Penrith. Hello Lynne.
Hello John.
What a delicious delight are you going to be doing for us today?
I'm going to make you a raspberry and white chocolate bread and butter pudding.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. Mine is a dark chocolate mousse, which I've flavoured with orange, and I'm going to serve it with a Cointreau cream.
I have adapted a traditional bread and butter pudding into a raspberry and white chocolate bread and butter pudding. Bread and butter pudding has become more and more popular in recent years, but this one's going to have raspberry jam, some fresh raspberries, some pieces of white chocolate, perfect for family get-togethers like Mother's Day.
Bread and butter pudding's one of your personal favourites. How many different lines of country puddings do you have on your list at the moment?
We currently make about 20 different puddings and sauces. We've stuck with the traditional favourites, things like bread and butter pudding, rice pudding, sticky toffee, syrup sponge, the crumbles like rhubarb and blackberry, kind of the ones that transport you back in time, and kind of it's a bit like eating the grandma's cuddle really. I wanted to look after my children and bring them up on the farm, and I wanted to create a bit of additional income because at the time farming was hard. We were getting a really poor price on the milk, things were financially strained, and so I needed to bring in a little bit of extra income. And David said to me, just so matter of fact at the supper table, well, you make a great sticky toffee pudding, you should just sell this. And I'm like, you can't just sell food. So we looked into it and went to a local college to study a basic food hygiene course, contacted Trading Standards, Environmental Health, and we started supplying the local farm shop with sticky toffee pudding.
I think I know what the answer to this is going to be, because I know what which sells at our place, but what's at the top of the list? What sells the most?
I don't think you do know the answer to this.
Oh, go on, are you going to surprise me?
I am.
Go on.
Custard.
Really?
Custard is our best-selling product.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, so...
But of the puddings, it'll be sticky toffee pudding.
Right, well that's where I was going, yeah.
So yeah, we've our best-selling product, we started making custard 5 years ago, and it's a creamy vanilla custard with no eggs in it. It's made with double cream, real vanilla, and sugar and a little bit of natural colouring, some beta-carotene colouring, and we put in a special starch to give it the creaminess that it needs.
Fantastic.
And it's just like eating a really good creme anglaise. Now I'm just going to dribble a little bit of raspberry jam on there, just kind of spoon it on, because then we're going to put on some fresh raspberries too. We're mostly in the UK, but we do also ship to Australia, we ship to Singapore, Dubai, Malta, and we've got 1 or 2 inquiries going at the moment for other countries as well.
I was in Manchester and I was in a very well-known department store, a Selfridge,
yes.
And I saw your sticky toffee pudding in there.
Really?
I did.
We do. We supply lots of prestigious places. We have the Harrods of the North, which is the House of Brewer up in Perthshire in Scotland. We've got Selfridges. I'm going to just put some of these lovely white chocolate pieces. There's about 400 mils of milk going in here, and I'm going to put some double cream. I'm not going to use all of it, about 2/3 of this. 100 grams of caster sugar, and I'm going to put in 4 free-range eggs. I've always loved cooking. Yeah. So why on earth I went to work in a bank when I left school, I really don't know. When I'm back to what I love doing, which is actually making a living from cooking food. So that's ready. Everything's mixed in. There's no pieces of egg that I can see. Just pour that over. And as I say, if you've got more time for this lovely custard mix to sink into your bread, the better, and it'll become more souffle-like when it cooks in the oven. So to get that souffle-ness about it, the staler the bread, the better. Yeah. If it's so stale you wouldn't want to eat it in a jam sandwich, that's perfect.
Put it in there.
It's got the raspberries, it's got the jam, and it's got the white chocolate. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of demerara to give it a crunchy topping when it's in the oven. You've served up your Sunday lunch, put your pudding in, because 40 minutes, it's just the right nice time to have a nice casual family lunch, enjoy your main course, and then have a little rest. The pudding will be ready. Perfect.
Brilliant. Oh, I say.
Raspberry and white chocolate bread and butter pudding.
When do you start your Christmas puddings?
We already have.
You already have, yeah.
About the second week in January. This is just a random guess, but it's something like, I don't know, 10,000 Christmas puddings that we make. we start about the 2nd or 3rd week of January, and so we've got quite a few made already, and we'll stop in May, because then we want all the Christmas puddings to be nice and mature for September when they're released for sale.
Right.
You could make them in September, October, November. They're not going to make you ill, but actually, like a good cheese or a good wine, a Christmas pudding has so much more flavour, and if it's got a bit of maturity about it.
What we do now on Sunday is we do a whole roast chicken for the family. So the idea is that all you need to do is you just ring us, tell us how many people are coming. We serve it on some great silver flats in the middle of the table, and the family just sit down and help themselves.
You do a variety of different roasts?
When we used to sit down around the family table, it was a roast chicken on Sunday was the thing. We do it every Sunday, and we thought it's working, so why do anything different? So that's what we're going to do on Mother's Day. You imagine you've got a big roast chicken, and it's all surrounded by Yorkshire puddings and chipolata sausages, roast potatoes, and all the rest of it, and vegetables. And you put that down in the middle of the table, and the customer's eyes and faces just go, wow, you know. And then of course you've got dad or granddad, whoever it is, gets up, and we supply a knife as well, a carving knife, so they're carving it all themselves, and it's great to see. This is the easiest chocolate mousse you'll ever make. All I've done, there's 175 grams ish of dark chocolate. This is 85% dark chocolate. I've got some butter. We're just going to pop that in, and just keep stirring that around just to melt that in. Okay, and then all I've done is took the zest off one orange. Okay, so we're just going to pop that in. So this is going to be a chocolate and orange mousse. Just the juice from one orange. So we've just mixed that in. Okay, so we've just incorporated that. Now I've separated 3 eggs. Okay, so I've got the egg yolks here, and we're just going to pop these in one by one. And the only reason I'm doing this is just so it doesn't split. I'm just going to add them gradually at a time. I'm not going to cook this mousse. If you use fresh eggs from a reputable supplier, the hens are happy, which means they're laying happy eggs. We use ours within 7 days, so we know they're fresh, we know where they come from. Okay, so that's the basic mousse. That's the basic mousse mix. Okay, I've got some double cream here. It's about 150 ml of double cream, which I'm just going to ask the lovely Lynne to whip up for me, while I'm making a complete noise whipping up the egg whites.
What's it taking you, John?
Is that okay, John?
That's perfect, Lynne. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Excellent. So here we go. Right. So we've now got basic mousse mix, double cream, which is fantastic. Lynne's whipped up for me, and I've got the 3 egg whites that we've just whipped up with some caster sugar, and then we're going to fold these in. Now what I want is I don't want to knock too much of the air out of this. So it wants to be nice and light. Says John as the chocolate's set. So because I've been talking so much, my chocolate actually wasn't quite as melted as it should have been. So you'll notice there are 1 or 2 lumps in there, but I can assure you it's still going to taste fantastic. Put this into a glass, and this will need about probably an hour just to firm up. I've just got some double cream, which I'm just going to add some icing sugar in there, just a couple of teaspoons, just to sweeten it up, because the chocolate mousse is going to be really quite strong in chocolate. And then we're just going to add some Cointreau, which was going to be Drambuie, but I couldn't get my hands on any, so it's Cointreau. Okay, but it's just a liqueur that's flavoured with orange, so which is really going to work really well with this. Grated chocolate, I'm just going to sprinkle that on top. Now these fantastic chocolates have been kindly donated to us by the Cockermouth Sweet Shop, which is on Cockermouth Main Street. They're having a bit of difficulty at the moment because the main street's all blocked off and people think they can't get down there, and so these kindly have donated some fantastic chocolates. So if you can, guys, get yourselves down to Cockermouth Main Street, okay, to the Cockermouth Sweet Shop, and try some of their fantastic sweets, which Lynne has just tried. Are they nice?
I couldn't possibly tell you. I have to have another one to decide.
Alright, go for it.
No, absolutely delicious, really nice.
Fantastic. Go in, find the fluffy chick, today or tomorrow, and they'll enter you into a prize draw. They'll pick your name out and you'll win this just in time for Mother's Day. So we're going to pick the winner for the question from the last show, And the prize was, if you remember, was to go down to the Wild Boar near Windermere and have a day with the head brewer and some lunch down there, which is a fantastic prize. I might even go down there myself actually. So I'm going to ask the lovely Lynne. Lynne, if you wouldn't mind sticking your hand in and ruffle them round a bit, pick out a winner. Fantastic, go on, I'll let you read it out.
Paul McDougall.
Paul McDougall. So, Mr. Paul McDougall.
Lucky guy.
The number for the Wild Boar is going to come up on the screen. So if you get in touch with the Wild Boar, you get that day sorted out.
Are you on a tablespoon?
Well, I was going to be sort of.
So we've got whole raspberries, we've got the raspberry jam, the pieces of white chocolate, and the bread, butter, and custard.
It smells great then.
It does smell good.
It does smell.
Yeah, I'm quite relieved. Let's see what it tastes like. The raspberry in there.
And it tastes brilliant. Right, I think we'll pinch this and we'll. I think this is going to be a Cellar Park one, I think. So Lynne, dig in, try this dark chocolate with orange and Cointreau cream on top. See what you think. Well, while Lynne's doing that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've picked up some great little tips today from Lynne and hopefully from myself. Get yourself down to the Cockermouth Sweet Shop. They really need all the help down there that they can get. And you've got the chance, don't forget, find the fluffy chick and you've got the chance to win this beautiful chocolate. It's horrible, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
And this beautiful chocolate bouquet. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much to Lynne.
Thank you.
It's been great. It's been great to have you here. And I love that. And I'm going to pinch this, and it's going to be on our menu down at Cellar Park. So thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for watching, and watch next time.